Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty and we are at kind of a funky angle today. I'm working on this closet here and I got some curtains up and it's a whole shebang. So the room is getting cleaner and cleaner every day. I'm very excited. Today I just wanted to talk to you guys about the best and worst of beauty for 2021. And this is not gonna be a lot of stuff because as you know, I don't really buy a ton. I do have to say last year was probably the biggest year for purchasing eyeshadow palettes, so I am going to talk about 3 today. But I'm not someone who buys all the new things to review. So this isn't going to be a really long video, but I do want to be honest about things that I love and things that I just really don't love. So I'm going to start with the bad stuff. I might have mentioned some of these before. But they're worth another mention. So I recently did a video, I don't know, a couple months ago about how I am no longer buying dry shampoo. Well, I came across one in Walmart and I was like, you know what, let me just try it again. Because what I've been doing is just doing baby powder, sprinkle, brush, good to go. Because I have blonde hair, the white baby powder doesn't really leave residue or anything once you get it into the scalp. So I went ahead and tried Tresemme between washes, fresh and clean, instantly refreshes and revives hair, no visible residue. You know, that part is true. This actually made my hair feel like more oily than what it already was. And I kept using it. I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm just imagining this. Nope. It's terrible, terrible. Like I've used half of it maybe. So I'm gonna donate this because I will be doing a declutter soon if you're interested in that. And so because it's somewhat full, I am gonna put it into the donate pile. And then a couple of skincare things. So I had my sister-in-law gave me this a while back. They asked, you know, for a little simple skincare routine for my brother and sister-in-law. And I gave them one and I think they purchased this from The Ordinary. This is the vitamin C suspension, 23%. It's very grainy and I thought I could take it, but I hated it. Nothing blends on top of it, whether it's lotion or skincare or whatever, or makeup even. It just didn't do well. So if you want an affordable vitamin C, this is not it, especially if you're a texture person. Also, this actually stung my skin a little bit, which I thought was interesting because I can take quite a bit of acid or treatment on my skin without getting irritated now. Okay, so everybody okay, when I say everybody, meaning it gets rave reviews everywhere. I don't understand why. This is the Goop Unseen Sunscreen. 40 SPF, water and sweat resistant. I mean, I have oily skin and I hated it. It dried me out, number one. And then number two, you cannot put any, it's a similar thing as like that Ordinary vitamin C. Like I could not blend any makeup on top of it. Everything looked disgusting. And for the price, no sir. No sirree Bob, we will not be purchasing this again. I got a little sample set. I either bought it or my aunt sent it to me, and there are some good things. Like the glow screen is good, especially if you like a glowy look or you have more dry skin. Is it worth the money? I don't think so. I don't really enjoy the brand to begin with, now that I found some stuff out. So you can research that for yourself, but I just feel like it's overpriced and you can find just as good of a facial sunscreen with La Roche-Posay or even CeraVe, to be honest. So if you're just going for a regular, more mattifying sunscreen, this is not it. Okay, there were I was looking for a mascara that was a tubing mascara because I've been using the Thrive on my lower lashes. Now, when you wear a mask all day, it doesn't really matter what you wear on your bottom lashes. It's just gooey underneath there, for me anyway. So I've basically stopped wearing mascara on the bottom lashes. All I have on today, like color-wise, other than my base, is mascara, blush, and like a tinted chapstick. That's it. So I was looking for something to replace the Thrive for when I did want to wear mascara on the bottom lashes, because that's what I wear at the bottom. I don't wear waterproof, but the tubing mascara is the best. And reviews online said that the LA Girl There's this lash lifting mascara, volumizing. I don't know if I picked up the wrong one, which I might have, to be honest. This was so wet. It reminded me of the Maybelline Pink and Green mascara. This was terrible, terrible. It didn't do any sort of volumizing anywhere on my eyes. And I tried it like 3 or 4 times. I was like, nope, 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 nope. So I have to throw this one away because I can't donate mascara. All right, a few more makeup items that I just did not like at all. 2 are from e.l.f. and I have mentioned these before. This is one of the worst products I've ever tried in my life, no joke. I've tried it in so many ways. I think any of the good reviews are lying. This is the Camo Cc Cream by e.l.f. First of all, their shade range is super weird. It's cakey, it's gross, it's thick, it's drying on an oily skin type. So I have so many more CC BB creams. If this is something you're looking for, this is not it. I guess I'll donate it, but this is the 16-hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. So I love the hydrating Camo Concealer. Sensational. This, I've tried to use it again and again. I don't know how people get this to work. Again, I'm a very oily person. Now I am getting, fine lines and maturing, I'm 40 years old. So using that under my eyes is just not good because no matter what kind of skin type, I can't use a drying concealer under there because it really, magnifies all those little fine lines. I mean, it already does like to wear concealer there, but a drying one is not good. And this is supposed to be just a traditional or slightly mattifying. I just can't wear it anywhere. Even mixed in, it just looks really, really bad. So I don't recommend this for any skin type at all. It's affordable, but so is the Hydro Camo Concealer. $4, it's the same thing, same shade range, just a better product. And then lastly, my aunt sent me this, and there are some, I actually have a product from this brand in my favorites. And this is the Oden's Eye Norns Mesmerizer. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep it for like body stuff. And this is the problem I have when I go and do a declutter is I rarely use more than 5 products every day, and they're pretty similar every day. But I do like to keep a stash of things as a just in case. If I'm doing a makeup look for Instagram, if I'm doing a Halloween look, if I don't know, photography session. So this highlighter looks stunning, but it is so glittery. It is insane, and I cannot get it to blend on my skin. I don't know if you can see. It looks so pretty, but I can't get it to work on the skin. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit more like for the body and again, see, is this something I wanna keep to play around with, but I will never wear it on a day-to-day basis. And I wouldn't recommend it. They do have other highlighters that are great. So now let's hop into the favorites for the year. And again, I want to say that some of these might be old. Some of these might be discontinued or limited edition. Some of these you're gonna be like, why are you talking about that? This is my experience for how I wear my makeup. And again, I do not buy chunks of makeup to review. So last year was probably the biggest buying year I've had in probably a decade. And these are my favorites from that purchase extravaganza. I've talked about this ad nauseum, like 3, 4, or 5 times in videos. I have hit pan on it. It is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. It is light to medium coverage under the eye. So don't go into this thinking that you are going to get this full coverage. You're not. If that's something you want, you need to get something more like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is beautiful for more mature skin and drier skin. And though I have oily skin, it works beautifully, especially on lighter days, and I can spot conceal, ends up just looking really beautiful and luminous on the skin. It's kind of an all over situation. Along with that, I've talked about this. Do not make fun of this disgusting brush. This is the Real Techniques concealer brush. And I don't use this to blend out, but I use it to place it in the little corners. And then sometimes I use it to like pre-blend, and then I use a different brush to blend. So the reason my makeup takes so long is the blending, because I really don't wear too much, but this is spectacular in a combo with that Glossier concealer. All right, this eyebrow pen, something else I've talked about a lot. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. There's still a ton in here and I've probably been using it for 6 months. I don't have anything in my brows today. I was trying a new eyebrow dye and it's so dark and, you know, wearing a mask all day and all of that, everything just falls off. So I'm trying to wear the least amount possible and this is really helpful. But if I were to be doing something more than just going to work, I would fill in my brows with this. I actually like a darker brow, but they have a pretty good shade range and it just lasts forever. And it's so easy to use. The hair strokes are very simple to add in, like not a lot comes out where you're just like, oh my God, I have this huge blob on my eyebrow. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of hair, like you actually need to fill in gaps and you like that natural hair look, I highly recommend this and it's really affordable. Another really affordable thing is this blush, the Essence blush. Now this brand and this little situation, I'm sure all the blush colors are great and I do have a couple, but this one is my favorite. It's in Bespoke and it's what I'm wearing right now. It gives me like a sunburned look and I think this is also under $4. So it's kind of a burnt, like, I don't know, there's a little bit of a golden hint in there, but it's definitely like a, I don't know, like a brassy rose, but like a burnt. Anyway, stunning. Love it so much to wear it like up and over with that blush trend. One more blush. Again, I've talked about this a lot, and this is the Odin's Eye one. So though I did not like the highlighter, now I do have the highlighter palette and I do enjoy that, but that single highlighter I didn't like. This blush, I mean, I probably used half of it already and it lasts all day and it's really hard to find blush that lasts all day on me. And it's a bright coral and it's just gorgeous. It's called Ripe Papaya. And this is the fruit blushes. So if there's a sale, you know, I definitely recommend buying more than one thing if you're gonna buy from Odin's Eye because it does take a while to get to you. So you wanna make it worth your while. Highly recommend this color. If you like corals, they have other shades as well, but this formula is really, really lovely. All right, and then lastly, I have some eyeshadow palettes. If you don't know, I really love the Melt eyeshadow brand and formula because it stays on my eyes. It can be tricky to work with sometimes. I don't care. Now, this is their neutral palette. It didn't get much buzz. I mean, it got a little bit, but no one's still talking about it that I know of. This is the Mary Jane palette. Their Smoke Sessions palette is one of my favorite palettes of all time. So this is a neutral palette, cool, warm, neutral, whatever. Mostly a neutral palette, but you can pull a little cool and you can pull a little warm, mattes and shimmers. I love this to bring color into or just to do like a smoky neutral eye. Stunning, seriously stunning. It just stays on my lids all day and that's insane. That is insane. So it looks kind of boring. The brand might not be for you, but that's just one of my favorites. Okay, a new brand to me last year was Glam Shop, and I have to be careful because this is like, in one of my videos I lifted it up and they all came out. So these shimmers are insane. They're very wet looking. They're very affordable. Let me just swatch Monstera. And they have some duochromes, but really just this shimmer is just insane. Insane. So I picked the two that I wear the most, and this is the green one with the little things on the top. And then we have the lemon one, which like this color right there, like it looks white, it's not. It's just, it's magical. These are magical shadows and super affordable. I would also buy in bulk if you're gonna get anything from them. And these are worth it because this is like 15 bucks for one of these. Even if one or two break, which you don't want that to happen, but they are very vulnerable and very sensitive. So you do have to be careful, but for the price and the magic that you get with these, it's worth getting 3 or 4 shipped to you, and even just taking half of each one and keeping and donating the rest, totally worth the money. And, you know, it's just hard when you can't touch them. And then lastly, my last thing, this is probably my #1 favorite of the whole entire year, and this is the Angelica Club Nebula palette by Kaleidos. Now, this is not available anymore, but I'm trying not to like, look. Ugh, guys, the mattes in here, I do love a deep dark matte. Some of the best matte shadows I have ever used in my life. The melt shadows stay on my lids and the melt shimmers are stunning. They're not as impactful. I don't know how to describe them very well, but they're not like the Glam Shop ones. They're not like the Kaleidos ones where you're like, whoa, what are you wearing on your eyes? But they just stay and they're true and they're lovely. This Kaleidos formula, the mattes are worth every stinking penny. They blend like a dream. I've never experienced anything like it. Sadly, you cannot get this anymore, but I do have one of their newer ones. It works just as well. The Flower Punk palette. So anything coming out now into the future, hopefully they keep that matte formula the same because it's amazing, truly amazing. So those are my favorites and not so favorites. So let me know down below what's your favorite thing that you bought last year, whether it's new or not. What's your least favorite thing? What just really sucked and you're like, this is going directly into the trash? Let me know down below. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.